We're live now? Oh dear. Okay.
Okay.
Well, yo, ladies, gents, we're live. And we're looking at game, and there's two teams playing, and yeah, what do you think, Aaron?
Yeah, back to kind of what I was saying during the little break. Running, I don't know anything about Sugary Panic, but this comp with Captain on Zen makes a lot of sense. He definitely has the aim to run goats, and if any team's coordinated enough to run goats, it's probably this team. And traditionally, with how goats is going to go, they're just going to breeze right past all this junket and soldier damage, just go straight to point and win the fight. But Dano may land a fat nade. You never really know. Let's see how they're starting off.
Yeah, the nade is the most important thing. I feel like Ana is like one of the bigger parts of the counter to goats. If you stop the healing, that is so big.
UTech goes down. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, fight's breaking up here.
Yeah. The Goats comp has probably won this already by taking out the round, but that is such a fat nade. That, again, like I was saying, Dano hits these nades sometimes. They're just fight winners, man. But Wonder's already built up a full 80 grab charge to Chromatic's 40. Like, I don't know, man.
That grab is going to be massive. 60 grab on Coco? Who is that?
That's no Wonder.
That's Wonder? Why is he on an ult? What's going on with that?
That's his highest SR account this season. Anyway. That fight was 100% lost until Dano hit that nade, though. The fact that BSRK was able to devex that D.Va was huge.
Yeah, the Ana nade is really important, but here we go. Thor is charging into the team here, and he's not having the shield up. He's swinging every now and then. They're getting booped out of there. The tire does come out. Does find two people in the back line. Thor and Sugary Panic die. BSRK does die on the defense here. That's going to be a big stagger for the team. And this defense is successful here, but they are down one.
Kazuki commits the rally during Riptire. That's just bad awareness on Brig. That's a wasted ult. That's so unfortunate. But they're coming up on 3 big ults. They have the grab D.Va bomb combo. Probably going to use that properly. But the other team has Shatter and grab. UTech's just destroying Thor with that extra honor healing.
Yeah, smart taxi from Mighty Wolf is 6v6 is here, but a grab and a trance and a Lucio all comes out into D.Va bomb, but the shield comes out of UTech. It doesn't kill a single person. Thor is the first one to fall in this team fight. There's a wasted ult out of UTech, not being able to knock down a single person. Everyone is scattered here as the defense has to go back. Toads and the Goats is on their heels right now, not looking too hot. D.Va's in the front line, and Honey Badger just doing all sorts of work, trying to make space for his team there. No Wonder doing damage, but he is negative. He's anti and he's perped. They took it.
Yeah, that fight was lost, but man, was that sloppy Goats. Good lord. I don't know. That was just chaotic. I mean, Kazuki had the big stun on the Reinhardt. I'm not sure if that was luck or a good read, but damn, that was a good fight.
I mean, as a Brig, stunning a Reinhardt is not necessarily the most difficult thing in the world. But yeah, when that Earth Shatter didn't land, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah, that was huge. That ult could have swung the fight easy. They're going straight to point, but again, big tire.
Yeah, big tire coming out here. Big Shatter
but
coming.
They commit B.
Thor, but it doesn't really find too much. The tire.
Oh my
god! Holy shit!
This kid! Holy fuck, boys! How much that kid go for? Free? Gold player, 4K tires all day, I'll take it.
Oh,
if
man,
he doesn't do anything else the rest of the season, he's done his fucking job. Good work. Jesus.
How many tires has he sent? Is that
2.
the third? Or is that 2?
No, that was 2, but he has 7 tire kills total. He hits fat tires.
Holy shit. I am right now looking at the draft sheets. He went for 50. We're talking BSRK. 50 cents, ladies and gents. He could have been yours for 75.
Mighty Wolf's just over here emoting. Doesn't give a fuck.
Alright, well, hey, they're going in from the top here as they get a grab in, but the Reinhardt shield's going to keep them there. That was an awful D.Va bomb. Does find Schmetty, which is really big. Dano prematurely ults, I feel like, with the sound barrier. Sorry, not Dano, Mighty Wolf. And the fight is on the point. Mighty Wolf,
they've lost the break, but they've lost the Ana, though.
Yeah, Ana's down. Not looking too hot, but I think this is going to be a very clear hold.
Yeah.
Just a little sloppy coming out of Totes Magoats.
You see, Captain kind of like dropped down to get dead in the center of the fight, and the Zen, you kind of always want to keep that high ground positioning. Like, there's no real benefit of the Zen being on the ground, it just leaves him super vulnerable. You know, he could have pumped out a lot more damage, got some more angles. I don't know. Still though, BSRK, another tire, grab, shatter, visor, nano. The only thing they're missing is beat, but man. Okay, looks like the other team's swapping it up.
Yeah, that ult economy is massive right now for Toads and Goats, but Thrifty Senpai's body pillow changing up their strategy a little bit. More divey, right?
Yeah, just an OG dive comp. Soldier Genji dive. Soldier used to be the classic character to play on defense second point here. He just gets so good if he can get positioned up with his high ground. And they don't really have anyone to contest him aside from the other Soldier. And if you want to have a aim off with no wonder, that's a fight you generally lose, bud.
Yeah, but it looks like Thrifty Senpai's body pillow is going through the main gate. They do try to dive the top here, but the tire is coming out. Does die right away. Good catch on Soldier there. Don't Wonder says that's not going to happen. A grab does come out of the other team. That's a dead push. Is it though? There's people dying on Toads with Goats as well.
Nah, that's a dead push. But why would... I guess that's just new player not really knowing how to combo ults. He's dropping visor into a grab. Like, that's just when you barrel stuff it. Oh, they didn't stagger the D though.
Well, that's still a big stagger though. Death that late into the fight.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you can stagger a D-bout for a while if you practice enough.
Yeah, all that's team communication. I mean, this is also week 1. You know, certain teams don't have that much synergy going on or that much communication. Their comms are probably a little bit quieter.
We also have Kazuki Beans on the Ana. I just now noticed that. That's a pick I have never seen her have great luck of running. That may be part of this issue right here.
Yeah, early B comes out, and the fight is taking a little bit of time to start, but because of that, the attack is just taking tons of damage.
Yeah, their supports are just positioning awful. Why is Ziana taking the low ground? I don't... She's left herself so open to that. You should never die to a Reinhardt Azana if you have high ground to stay on. It's just crazy.
And to be fair, it looked like Thor and Honeybadger both dove the high ground. They're the only two up there, if I recall correctly. But it looks like the push is starting again here. Tanks going to the point. Captain kind of on the high ground, does jump down a little bit. Very staggered, but no wonder has the high ground, but he gets slapped! Great sleep coming out of Dano, and that is why he plays Ana. Nuclear bomb coming out of Honeybadger. Doesn't find a single person, but the defense is dying here. UTech is nanoed as he's holding up the shield, trying to hold the point, but they are not looking too hot right now. 13 by Senpai's body pillow is attacking with full force, but they are losing a couple people. UTech does find an amazing Earth Shatter, gets a charge in, and an ult comes out of the Mad Monkey. Thor trying to keep this point, but they're not going to be able to cap this first take. They almost did. Sugary Panic, the only person on point. Schmetty contesting solo. Dano finding the stall tactics, puts the wall up, and it looks like they're going to be recovering here. It's BSRK, one of the only DPS along with Chromatic. Yeah, they're going to hold. That's it. Or not? What is happening? What's happening? Oh my gosh, the captain doing the ult, the nano boost here. He's able to find the kill. Schmetty coming out trying to ult. Dano's the last one on point right now as he does. And 50 Senpai Pill, oh my gosh, they're able to hold the point. And they cap it with 2.8 seconds to spare?
I've got you in my sights.
Heron!
0-2.
That's absolutely nutty. That was insane. That looked like an absolute loss from Thrifty Senpai's body pillow.
Initiating match.
But they were able to bring it back. And Buddy, I don't know if you know this or not, but you're muted.
God damn, dude. I've been screaming this whole fuck. Oh no.
Oh
no, dude.
What do you gotta say about all that?
That fight was so chaotic. Dear God. Captain
couldn't
came
even
up
cover
so
any
big
of that.
though, dude. Captain came up so huge. You know, he kills Iana, immediately kills the Lucio. Then he goes, deflects attack visor, kills the soldier. Like, but also they're Genji blades and solo kills Kazuki, but they just don't need heals apparently. That was just ult used haphazardly with zero coordination, and somehow you still get cap with time left. It was, it was nice. It's Baddy League Overwatch. I love it.
Yeah, that looked like a loss. I think at one point they were like 4v2 or something, or 4v3, and then the nano boost on Captain just totally turned the tides, and he was able to clean house.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember Cap'n from the lane or not, but I'm pretty sure he was averaging around 20 Dragon Blade kills a game when he was getting nanoed by Dano every other fight. You know, Kazuki's not a Dano, but Captain's still a Captain, man.
Yeah, man. If you press Q, you're there. You're like halfway there.
They've got this crazy bunker cop coming up, though. This is exactly what I wanted my team to run, but Drew just likes to run Reinhardt. But man, this has the makings of a super strong comp. Baptiste just has to throw his immortality field right up into that little hole. They push up a little bit, and everyone just lives forever. Like, do you dive this? No, you can't dive it because immortality field will keep you up long enough to shred those tanks. What do you? They just immortality field just to get in. Now they're gonna waste 20 more seconds trying to get around. Like, what is this long con?
I mean, it's step by step. You know, you got point. You gotta get to point A, and then now they're going to point B, and then point C is the point. Like the actual capping point, and they're there. And they're getting it. They're getting
Except
it.
They've already been able to set up and bunker comp the shit out of this point. Like, you don't win against that bunker comp. You lose your diva, yeah, but once your Orisa throws a new shield up, yeah, no, this is not a fight these guys want to be in.
BSRK is the first to fall in this team fight here. UTech trying to get into the action as the shield is not really that healthy. He does die. They do get a tick though, so this was worth it for Totes McGoats, and the fight is still continuing, but that's the end of it.
This is what I was talking about with those long drawn out fights, you know? Like, they were just very indecisive and then also took forever to kill somebody. So even though it was one fight, that's a minute 30 off the clock. That gives you 3 fights for, you know, one objective. As opposed to 4 or 5, you know, fight and die fast. Just that indecision's not good, you know?
Well, I mean, if they could just repeat that 2 more times, they cap the point. But I feel like
but if they fail to do that one time,
they're doing it again.
They get full health. Oh, that's gonna be a big time. Oh, wow. UTech heads up play, dude.
Weak, tired, UTech with the prediction.
Same thing again, but, you know, that's just given the friggin'...
Oh, grab! He grabbed already?
Yeah, but Honey Badger eats it.
Oh my god, so many ults. I don't even know what's going on right now. Immortality Field is keeping up the defense or the attack here. The ult out of No Wonder was able to find all sorts of people. The trance is just keeping him alive. That probably wasn't necessary, but it doesn't matter. The hold is successful. And Thrifty Senpai's body pillow is going to live to see another fight here.
I would disagree. I think that trance is absolutely necessary because they lost their main healer in Kazuki to that shatter from UTech, so they had 0 heals for a full team that was getting really low really quick.
Dude, solid.
Yeah.
There's a bell tower in the way, man. Or a bell rope. I don't know what that is.
I didn't know if you know this, but the kills are displayed on the right-hand side. It helps.
900 IQ. The ult comes out. Mighty Wolf making sure his team stays healthy here.
Maybe.
Oh my gosh, another tire, but it dies in the process. That could have been massive, but it was not. And the attack is just totally fucking neutered.
That's what I'm saying with these long fights. We're now going into their 3rd fight total, you know? And it's still not over. They have 45 seconds left. 1 tick. They're going to have to cap 2 ticks, running the exact same comp they've been running unsuccessfully. I don't know, man. This is the time where you swap.
Yeah, ult economy is not even in their favor.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the only thing that counters this is Sim Goats. Like Rein, Zarya, Symmetra, TP to point, and then fight him there, but man, I don't know. Honey Badger with a big bomb. Oh no.
If it does find... Oh, it doesn't find him. BSRK is just late to the party.
Yeah.
11 seconds left here as they are holding points so hard here. No Wonder just blasting people. He ults. They are not going to live.
Captain with the huge tires
push. The tire does not find anyone as well.
But this fight's done. It's an Ana and a wolf. Yep. This is a dead fight.
Kaboom, 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 and the first map goes to none other than Totes, or sorry, Thrifty Senpai's body pillow.
Man, definitely week 1 fighting, but I'm calling it. This is one of the best teams in the league.
Oh, BSRK gets the play of the game here. Probably that 4K tire, am I right?
Yeah. Kids had fat tires all night, dude. He's just waiting for beat. He's got the awareness, dude. This is a new player, and he's like, nah, I've already got this game.
Man,
Oh, dude.
NASCAR. Straight up NASCAR.
I love it. I'm so hyped that he's doing well, dude. Like, he was... I remember meeting him at the LAN, you know, and he was just like a brand new, or seemingly brand new dude. He's adapting so well. He might go for value pick of the season.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, honestly, a 50-cent player getting however many kills he got with the title. I mean, granted, they caught on to it. You know, it wasn't as effective late game, but getting a 4K as a defensive point is pretty big.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, well, hey, I just want to note, this Schmetty guy, I hear he used to play CSGO, so he thinks he's good at Overwatch because of it. But notice his icon. He's got that Overwatch icon. Does he know how to change that yet? Like, does he got the sprays? Does he still have the sprays that are the Overwatch icon?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Is it BM or is it rookiedom? You know, it's hard to tell.
What's the Fortnite meme about whatever default skins? Is he like the equivalent of that? I don't know memes anymore, man. I'm old.
I don't know Fortnite. I know memes.
Where's Drew at? Get Drew in here. We need our resident Fortnite boy.
And he's in chat. Drew, tell us what's up. Explain this. Like, we want a thesis on this. It'd be great.
But Smetty definitely seemed like he had some good aim. Like, he was building his tac visors really, really quick, and he was getting some good value out of his play. Just knowing when to ult is a pretty big part of Overwatch.
Yeah, and you know, positioning the high ground. He looked like he had it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that probably translates a bit from CSGO too.
But Eichenwald, next map here.
Initiating match.
This is kind of like a totally, well, I guess it's not a totally different map than Hanamura. You still kind of run that traditional, hold that really tight choke as hard as you can.
Yeah, but this first point Eichenwald is like one of the strongest Pharah points in the game. And Cap'n, if my memory serves me, had a better Pharah than me back in the day. I wonder if I'll break it out.
Ooh.
You know, Captain's the one who got me into Overwatch. And after putting in hours and hours and hours on Pharah, you know, like literally just grinding, like finally I got this one character that's better than Captain. Literally just picks Pharah up, shits on me, puts me to bed. It hurt.
Wow.
But doesn't look like either team is prompting me around the Pharah. They're looking... Huh.
Lucky for you.
Yeah, defense is more divey, more mobile. Just a lot of... yeah, a lot of mobility on that team.
Half and half, you know. You got the Ana that can, you know, range heal the Winston, but the Zarya honestly would rather run a D.Va with that, you know. Just Zarya can help, but D.Va gets a lot more value with her dives.
Well,
I guess,
it looks. I mean, they're putting all their eggs into the UTech and BSRK basket. It looks like. You know, they have the added protection from Chromatic, Zarya, and then also Dano range healing both of them.
Yeah. But then the Moira doesn't make sense, because Wolf has such a good friggin' Zen, you know? Like, even with the Zen buff, or Zen nerfs, excuse me. Oh.
I agree with that.
Sombra, and UTech's getting caught out.
Yeah, UTech gets caught out at the start here. The team fight is not looking too good at all.
BSRK is super deep, too. That's two picks.
So that's
this
two
is gonna
big
be a
picks.
speed run, dude. Wow. That's just bad positioning on both their parts. I don't know who made that call, but... Yikes.
Yeah, 4v6 fight happening here. Mighty Wolf is trying to keep his team alive desperately, and it's working for now, as Schmetty is the only one contesting the point, and Winston is around them. They win the fight somehow. Massive anti coming out of Dano. He's just so good, and Honey Badger was chasing someone. I don't know who, but he ends up staggering himself at the end there. And the point's a hold?
But we've got Captain over here in the back line hiding. Yeah, what really kind of messed him up was Kazuki getting in way too deep, going in with the Genji. You know, like if you're trying to pocket your Genji, that's fine and all, but she went in too deep, caught a lot of soldier shots to the face, and that fight was dead after that. Just so crazy because they had two. But now they're spawn camping. Oh no!
Ooh, trade there.
Just, wow.
Yeah, fight starting to break out here. UTech in the front line trying to run away a little bit. Chromatic up there with him. The tanks, but a
Big
massive
EMP,
out of no wonder. Does find Chromatic, and the team is looking to fall apart here. Totes Magoats falling apart.
Now if Dano can clutch this fight out for him again, I don't think it's gonna happen.
وريهم قوتك.
He can only
Schmetty-
do so much.
Schmetty, last one. He's ulting. He's nanoed. He's shooting. Shooting.
Straight
Shoot
into a
more.
DM.
Shoot more. Schmetty dies in the process. Dano dies, and then Mighty Wolf, one of the last ones there, BSRK. Oh my gosh, they're just staggering themselves so hard. They are finding people. Captain does fall in the fray. And how is UTech alive still? He was one of the first ones there. BSRK does not do his team justice. The tanks are the last ones to die on point. And they have to give this up. Toadsma Goats losing first point.
Oh, and Smetty's back. They're just content to like keep staggering and fighting this out. They're gonna get really bad spawn for this. If Body Pillar doesn't push up to kind of abuse these bad spawns. Actually, no, wait, no. Everyone's here except for one. And Soldier's pretty quick to get back. There's not really much they can abuse. UTech's going in deep though. He wants to take a 5v6. That's Kazuki again though, dying first. You cannot be doing that as the Mercy, man.
Yeah, I still think it's kind of scary how deep UTech's been going.
Yeah.
It's been very deep.
And I mean, he gets punished for it sometimes, but like even when he does, Dano comes up with like a huge sleep or a huge nade to win the fight. Like,
That's
man.
Dano's style though. Dano just like freaking carries with like a move, and he does it so well. Like he's an amazing player. He can keep people up like no problem. But there's one game-defining moment that he'll
yeah,
do,
but now
or,
hold
like,
on. You've
fight-defining.
got No Wonder directly next to Dano. Oh, he
Oh my
wants
god.
to give up that spot.
Oh man, 6 ults from Body Pillow. We're gonna see if they're gonna use all of them. No Wonder uses it. Valkyrie comes out of Kazuki, and the fight is going as
They lose.
another ult comes out of Mighty Wolf trying to keep his team alive. Nano does come out. UTech is mad monkeying. Diva Bomb doesn't find anyone to use. Oh my word. UTech's the only one contesting the cart right now. No one's really doing any damage to him except for Coco. He finally gets on him, but UTech does know to run away and turn tail. As the point gets pushed, UTech does die. Honey Badger finds him, and that's going to be a successful push for a bit.
They were getting so aggressive and pushing up so far that they actually gave up a lot of free cart push when that fight was lost just because UTech was sitting on it. And Kazuki couldn't kill him. It was great. It's actually a heads-up play from him. We got No Wonder in the back, though. He's 40 on an EMP. He's just been, like, hacking Chromatic every single time. Chromatic hasn't been able to get a single grab off. But now Captain's finally dead. That's probably a fight lost for them.
Yeah, fight
But
going on the
no,
point here
I
is
don't know,
very...
dude. They just take out Dano. And now Captain's back. Sugary Panic's down. Honey Badger's down. This fight's getting a little chaotic.
Yeah, but everyone all over the place right now.
They
The
are all
dive
over
tank
that
is
Mercy,
trying
though.
to get onto Kazuki in the back line. Chromatic trying to contest the point. They're doing it very successfully, but Thor, the Mad Monkey, is trying to boot everyone off the point. As it looks like it's like 3v4 right now in favor of Toadsma Goats, something like that. Thor in the way back line, he's going to die. He's keeping the team distracted. UTech trying to contest the
Kenji
card as
going-
long as he can. Cap in the back line just wrecking. Everyone is a weed.
It's
no
the
one
Hero
is going to
Blade.
live.
It is
Oh.
the Hero Blade.
Oh
No
my-
nano necessary. Gets a 2K.
But UTech is still contesting that front card for so
How
long, and he gets out
so
alive.
long?
The bubble out of Chromatic. So 900 IQ. The EMP does come out of No Wonder. And Body Pillow's pushing with so many ults used right now. Diva Bomb finds its way in that doorway zone, and that zone lets him cap. Not necessarily, the Mighty Wolf does get on, but it's in vain. They're able to cap it.
Their team is just pushing so aggressive, and they're letting UTech just sit on the cart. He's literally just abusing the fact that Sugar and Kazuki can't kill him.
I think there was another tank there, but yeah, they weren't able to do anything to him. He was ulting, he was not ulting, ran away like nanoed, or anti-ed or something like that.
UTech's coming back as Ryan, though. Ryan is definitely stronger third point here.
Yeah,
But again,
this is big plays right now out of Body Pillow as Sugary Panic solo pushing the cart. The dive tanks are up in front, trying to make sure no one sees this. And this is like an uncontested whole push right now for point 2 cap to this
Here
point.
comes the nano blade.
They don't have anyone to hold it. Grab comes up.
Big nade from Dano.
Dead.
Oh,
Dead.
that is the downside of not running a defensive ult against Zarya. But I mean, they kept hacking Chromatic so much that it's been this entire fight. He hasn't had a chance to grab at all. Like, that was his shot. He took it. That was value, but Wonder with the heads up hacks. And
Kazuki trying to hide for so long. I wanted to say something. But she dies very, very freaking late in that fight.
yeah, Yeah, you don't want to just hide as the Mercy. You just want to die. Oh, they're now going Sombra Goats. This is interesting. Normally you run a Zarya instead of the D.Va, but... Oh, big hack on the Ryan, though.
Yeah, Sombra's been... No Wonder's been doing a ton of work on that Sombra here, and it looks like the fight is starting to break out. Thor trying to keep his team safe. BSRK trying to get into the face of that team. UTech no longer... I take that back. He is hacked again as they all turn on UTech. The main tank of Totes McGoats is dead. The Moira all trying to zone everyone out here. But the D.Va bomb in the backline makes everyone have to turn and run away. No one dies to it, but it was a good scatter that they made everyone do. And the body pillows getting on the cart, but they're not killing anyone.
Nah, that was... Honey Badger ate one grab. You know, he's 1 for 1, but he's 8 and 0 nades, and Dano's had huge value out of that.
This is it. Push forward.
Man, this ult economy, it looks like Totes McGoats is in a very comfortable place for these last 20 seconds.
Yeah, they have a shatter, they have a grab. They don't have to worry about it getting hacked away anymore. They're coming up on Blade and Nano, too. Let's see if this kid can Genji as well as he can Junkrat, you know what I mean?
BSRK ult soon too. The grab comes out, the trance comes out as a defensive ult. Nobody dies so far. I take that back. UTech does find a great pin as a beat is dropped from Sugary Panic. It is not going to do too much. I take that back. Everyone is dying. Holy crap. I didn't see all these people die. Totes Goats doesn't have a leg to stand on right now as the Mighty Wolf is trying to hold him off the Kamehameha. BSRK, he is solo ulting the team, trying to keep him. Get onto the point. He dies, and that is going to be a cap. It's going to be a cap.
That's going to be a cap. They did a pretty good job of keeping those both support ults, you know, separated. You see a lot of teams, like, during those panic overtime pushes, like, drop feed, then transcendence at the same time, where they see a grab and they both, you know, dual, or whatever ult. But
it's healthy reaction, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's not ideal, but it's better to have 2 people use their ults and keep a push going than, you know, no one to do anything.
No. What I was trying to say is, like, they were able to just use one to stay alive during the grab, minus Kazuki getting charged because you can't stop that. But then they were able to offensively engage with beat so that Berserk or BSRK, however you want to say, couldn't Nano Blade, you know?
I get you. I read you. I know what's up.
I'm glad someone does. That's why we were Skybase Season 4.
Dude, yeah, the fact that you said Captain was a better Pharah than you at the start of this match, like the start of this map, man, I don't have to think about that anymore.
There's a ton of better Pharas than me in the league. I'm just, you know, I'm the Pharah one trick.
Oh, you can't say that. You can't say that, man. You gotta own it. You're the best.
Yo,
you're the best.
Free fees Pharah. Poops on mine all day. Senpai's getting up there, but not quite, I don't think. Maybe still now. I don't know. Senpai, you just don't hate me. Cap'n still probably has a better Pharah than me. And yeah, I don't know. Pharah's such a doo-doo character. Like, she's so boring.
Well, speaking of Pharahs and doo-doo characters, looks like Captain's going to be running the ground version of Pharah and the Junkrat. But they are running Bastion. Bunker comp, as you said, is back on as they defend this point like they're going to like they defended Hanamura.
Yeah, this exact comp is just so strong because again, you know, you run into that situation of the hell do we do, you know? Do you try to dive up there? Like, do you try to goats into it and brawl on point? Because it's going to be... You've got to commit a lot of time and effort to get where they are from a goat's perspective. And you're probably going to lose some people along the way. Yeah, see, they're just as lost as last time. Like, Chromatic split already. He's waiting for Bubble to come back up. But he may get sucked. Nah, he'll get through fine. But they're transitioning well, you know?
Oh, but they're going to take that high ground. That's the most important part. They're going to the back area. If they get Wonder, and they did get Wonder, Sugary Panic down next. They are getting people out of mech. The Mighty Wolf actually is out of mech. Captain's dead. Oh my gosh, this is such an easy cap right now for Totes McGoats. And that's it.
Kazuki was super late on that immortality field. If she'd kept that up, they would have lived. But man, that was a roll. Big boot by the Mighty Wolf as well, getting 2 people off and just like focusing on the Bastion with DM and rockets, you know?
Yeah, Mighty Wolf off that healer roll onto the
Now we have a triple
tank.
DPS comp though. I'm digging it, dude. I wanted to see some shit like this. I'm glad we've got a team that can actually bring it out. I don't know who to watch though.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that kind of a defense, like, you're relying on chaos, really, right?
Oh yeah.
There's no line. You have Honey Badger to just hack and ruin people. You have Thor to get in there and smash and break them all up.
Oh, but they already take out Smetty on the Ana? I'm confused here, but alright. We're just gonna keep going with it.
Yeah, they don't have anyone to really contest the point.
No, they have the ball that should be just constantly going in and out and disrupting, but it looks like Thor's not. Wow.
Oh, Bob's in. No, Bob's in. Bob's fine. He's gonna kill everyone.
That was a fast as hell, Bob. Good lord.
God, he is doing so much work. Bob MVP.
And the tire may be a little overzealous of a commitment there, but I mean, if they're gonna continue to run goats, they're just gonna feed ult charge.
Captain's good at Pharah, but not at ground Pharah.
No, I mean, it's goats. You get your ults back so fast, it's easy to get over hypey, dude. If I had a nickel for every time I committed an ult bad, dude, I'd be a rich man. I'd have less student loans. But anyway,
UTech trying to take the high ground does get everyone off it there. As Totsma Goats is able to keep pushing the point. Ult's coming out. Oh my gosh, BSRK though is just Weeblading every which way. Captain SD'd somewhere in there?
No, he just fell off the map, I think. I don't know. Tactical reset? Yep.
Tactical reset?
We'll call it a tactical reset. He just
does
heard
it
a lot of
mean?
ults going and he goes, nah, fuck this shit, I'm out. Thor's coming in with a big slam, but no follow-up from his team of any kind.
Oh,
And
great
now we have
EMP
a
out
late-
of Honey Badger.
I would disagree. Like, he doesn't get the Baptiste, so they get an immortality field down. They kill it quick though, so that's good.
Yeah, but it's contested 1.45 meters. The trance comes out of Sugary Panic, keeping everyone alive. The grab is there,
Turn
but no
around,
one's
there's
there to
Zarya.
follow up with the
Turn
damage.
around.
They're all off the cart. Why are they all off the cart? Get on the cart.
Dein Schutzengel ist da.
Oh. They just had to boop everyone. That's all they needed to do, but they didn't have a booper.
All right. So we've got Capm over to the Ninja Pharah, or a Genji as some call him, you know. It's over here. And he's built halfway to a blade, just after that Junkrat swap. One fight halfway to a blade. That's, I take it.
Yeah, 54%. Double, you know, there's a lot of Genjis in these maps, I feel like, and Genji's kind of the deciding factor for these team fights, I feel like.
Yeah, I haven't seen nearly as much value out of BSRK's Genji as his Junkrat, but we've already got them losing their main healer, and now BSRK is just getting in super deep. They have to put the immortality field early, that goes down immediately, and this fight's lost. They just need to get out. But they do lose the Sombra, but they've, no.
No, Res OP, dude. That's hardly anything.
There we go. He's back to the Junkrat. Like, offense Junkrat is probably not the play into a triple DPS comp, you know? Generally, you want to run like a Sombra of your own. Just take care of that ball. Just hack him and bully him. Everyone farm him, you know?
Yeah, or even like a Hog or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, Hog shuts down ball super well. Or a Brig, you know? You can run a lot of things, but...
Not a Junkrat.
They're gonna continue running a dive comp into the most mobile comp in the game. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Who do you dive?
Oh my gosh, this is an absolute slaughter. Led by Honey Badger's EMP. Just everyone died.
Yeah. Was that just EMP and Bob that fight? Just
I sneezed and missed that. Like, that was insane. That was just an absolute annihilation of the push.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Oh, wow. Well, ulti combo right now fairly even. I mean, the attack has a little bit of an advantage, but Mad Monkey, UTech get in there, bop him around. You gotta get on point eventually.
Wonder is
kill everyone. Thor dies, gets booped off the point. The replay comes out of Captain as he's tranced. He's gonna live very, very long with that damage boost on him as he's finding everyone.
Wolf Cap with, I don't know what that bomb was there, Wolf, but you're about to get demeched, and yeah. At least he didn't get staggered. Chromatic, on the other hand, he's getting pretty low. He's not, he'll be good.
That was like a 4K out of Captain there, man. This is just looking like a slaughter more and more.
It is a gross game for sure.
Light them up.
Well, the push is coming. Overtime is upon us here. EMP out of Honey Badger again. He always has it up. And Thor is the one who's fighting people with his landmines here. Chromatic bubbled, Mighty Wolf bubbled, but the tanks are going to die at the end of the day here. And that's map 2 to Body Pillow.
Team kill.
Dude, you get 3 people that can frag, it doesn't even matter if your Hammond's like meh. Like, that's what I hate the drafters. I'm gonna say that every single time I cast about this team.
Play of the game.
Captain on the Zen gets the play of the game? What
Dude.
you do, boy?
Like I said, Cap's Pog. That's actually a big huge. That was huge.
Oh, massive
I
transcendence.
don't want to know how much healing that was.
Oh my word.
And then he gets the Discord on the Rhine at the very end. Subtle thing, but like that shreds UTech.
I mean, like that's why you have to have a defensive, a defensive ult on every team you play almost. Like if you don't have a Lucio or a Zen on your team, like those ults are just going to kill you.
He had 3k trans healing, and I'm pretty sure that ult was the only time he tranced, right? Am I wrong on that?
I mean, he might have tranced one more time other than that, but that for sure, I mean, that probably was all the healing. Actually, you might be right. I think that was his only trance.
Yeah, so 3k healing off a grab. That's nuts.
Absolutely insane. Well, hey, we got Route 66 up next here. What's your prediction here, Heron? Tell me what you're thinking.
Oh, they're gonna rip off the BS comp that my team did on offense. It's the Bastion, Orisa, Diva, Widow. That comp is just stupid now with Baptiste in it. Like, oh my god. I would highly predict Wonder either runs Widow or Sombra on that. Like the Bastion comp would definitely be good on offense and defense, but I don't know. Can't say for sure. They may just triple DPS it again.
That worked. I mean, on their defense, that worked.
Yeah. I mean, it was a little chaotic, but it's week 1, Like, these guys are just dusting off the cobwebs of playing together.
Well, having played my game, it seems like chaos works. Nobody has their comms, like, fully established. Nobody has, they don't have hours of practice, maybe an hour or two. I don't know how many people have been scrimming this season so far. But, just chaos. Rely on individual skill. Get your playmakers in position. Set them up. Protect them. That's what they were doing with Captain. He was nanoed like every single time he ulted.
Even when he wasn't, though, he would still come up with a 2 or 3k. It's just Captain's the dude.
Well, that's how BSRK looked like too when he was, doling those tires. Just make sure he's coming from an angle and just carrying with him.
NASCAR Junkrat tires.
Dude, NASCAR, man, he was running laps. You saw it.
Oh, dude, they're bringing out a better variant of the comp with the Torbjorn.
What?
There's no way they actually run this, is it? I feel like Widow still shits a lot harder than Torb would. And Wonder's such a good Widow, and they do not have a Widow player of their own. Like, that's free reign for him.
But Wonder's been their Bastion player, so who's gonna, are they gonna put Captain on Bastion? No,
Dude,
Wonder's got so much pride in that play.
Like, you literally put your worst player on Bastion. That's why I played Bastion. Alright?
If they run that, that's gonna be so fucking troll. Oh my god.
Actually, the Torb, though. Torb with the big buffs now. He's actually legit.
Man, this defense, though, is gonna have a really hard time against it. I mean, I guess they have the Genji dive. I don't know about the soldier pick. Maybe, I don't know what else they could run to be. I don't know how you defend against this.
You have to dive and then kill the Frisbee immediately. And you basically, you just gotta get really lucky. You gotta hope that team makes a mistake.
Oh, they're getting in the face here, but Wonder does die. Great play out of Genji there. The disc does come out. He is rezzed. Wonder is back up. He's running back. He's going to start mowing him down now. But he dies again. BSRK is able to locate him and kill him. Captain's turret is down too, and this push is so dead.
Dude.
Great play.
That is the second time Kazuki has thrown out Immortality Field at a bad time. The second that dive happened, she should have just chucked that thing. Like, and there's a number of spots she could throw it where they couldn't shoot it right here. You could throw it in that little cavern. Your team still immortal. They can't shoot it. but she throws it after Wonder dies for the res, and then it's gone when he comes back, and you can't heal everyone shooting Bastion. It's just,
dude, but BSRK as a 50-cent player is all I gotta say. The fight is breaking out. Mighty Wolf is Kamehamehaing people. BSRK is in the grill of the tanks up top, keeping them busy. Not a single. No one's pushing. They're timid. Body Pillow's not looking too hot right now.
well, it's interesting because Cap was still on. Okay, there we go.
Body Pillow is just chilling for now. No action?
I have serious questions about Kazuki continually playing this character. Oh, okay, and Dano is just won the fight for him again. That's
Big.
fatter than
Big
the Wonder's
grenade.
mom's booty. Good God.
Everyone's purple. Holy crap.
And then Kazuki just throws the immortality field in the middle of nothing. Like, what the fuck?
See, everyone's been saying that her internet problems are fixed. Like, is this lag related or is this play related?
This is just play. You know, this is just inferior mechanics. I was about to make a mercy joke, but I realized you're here, so I'm gonna refrain. I love you,
Bro, take it. I could take it, man. Dole it. Say that shit. Oh, I could take it.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I respect you too much. God damn it. They're giving him a lot of space though.
Yeah, minute and a half right now. UTech doles the hammer down.
Shatter the mercy?
Worth it. I mean, if it stops the push, there's only a minute and 20 seconds left here. Everyone has ults pretty much. Mighty Wolf is only 10% away on the defense. Totes McGoats is in the driver's seat right now, and this is not. This is going to be a full hold, I think.
I don't know. Captain's coming up big on that blade. They don't have a defensive ult, but they do have grab. But I've seen Cap deflect a grab before. Maybe not today, but I don't know.
Yeah, Wonder and Viz hanging out on the edge of the bridge here. They're slow to push again. Body Pillow not looking too hot. But they're pushing around the corner finally. UTech coming from the sky, swinging away. The grab comes in and he's just getting so much damage.
Wow.
Oh,
they just slapped the keyboards. Easy does it. But that actually leaves them super fucked because they can get a quick reset and get out there. Now they have EMP, they have Diva Bomb. EMP, Bomb, and Blade.
But mind you, that's 3 ults against 3 ults. Like, their ult economy, they still manage. There's only Genji Blade and Zarya Grab that they use.
That's 2 ults against an EMP team that has no ults because of EMP.
You're right, bro. That could be scary.
Yeah. Oh shit, Wonder's in position too. Yep, that's the
UTech dies?
And here comes the Blade.
Oh my gosh, Kamehameha coming in. Captain is getting into the back line. He does find a kill, but he does die to a melee from BSRK.
Yeah, but this fight's more than one. You know, they have spawn advantage hardcore, and it's OT, so they're gonna get slower and slower spawns. They may be able to get one last recontest out, but all they have is Shatter and Nano. Whereas, what is it? Body Pillows also will have Shatter.
Yeah, I mean,
Body Pillow. Almost Valk as well.
This could be a very tactical time right now.
Yeah.
If they could find the healers from Totes McGoats. Yeah, but the Shadow goes the other way, and that's a dead. No, the team is so dead.
Thor, that was big, actually.
Great play
A+ for him.
Thor, oh man.
I just looked down and saw 3 people purple, and I was like, all right, Dano's done it again. Fuck. But Thor, that was clutch. That was clutch as hell, dude.
Yeah, Dano's nades have been on point all game. It's just so scary to see. Like, when you're purple, like, you're like, oh, I'm purple, it's fine. If it's one person on the team. But when it's 4 people on the team that can't get healed, it's just so scary.
They're all trapped kind of off in this corner. I don't know how they're trying to position themselves. Their soldier's going to want to get on the high ground, but he's coming down low.
Oh, this is some tactical. Is this 900 IQ? What's going to happen here? UTech dies.
It was big brain hacking the Zarya, so you can't bubble the Rhine who's pushing an aggro. And now they don't have a shield. Oh. Did Kazuki just valked a pistol?
Yeah. Yeah, she's shooting people. She's valked and shooting people. That's fine. She wants to make a name for herself.
You know? Alright. I'm just going to move past it.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, now they'll have they swapped Dano over to the Brig, which is interesting, you know? Like, I guess they just think, you know, Cap's gotta have Blade. We're not gonna be able to build trance in time. We need something to counter it, but Dude, Chromatic just gets super low and he keeps pushing out. Luckily, Armor Pack helps it.
Oh man, fight breaking out here. A
Big
massive
TMG
hack out of
though.
No Wonder. Nobody has any ult whatsoever.
Oh, that is a bloodbath.
But they... What? Oh my gosh.
They have turned a fight that was getting held on first point into... Well, actually, I don't know. Other team has 5 ults online.
You know,
Working
yeah,
up on
so what
6.
really... You know what really gets to me is that they changed Dano. If anything, they should put Smetty on a McCree. That'll be able to at least contest that McCree or the Genji a little bit better of a chance. But they switched to goats, so okay.
Oh, that's such a big slam. All right, well, UTech basically looks at Thor. He's like, all right, I'll let you shatter my team once. Reaches over, bitch slaps him, and then fucks his whole team. That was a play.
Oh man, Thor dropped the first hammer too, I believe.
Yeah, he did. The number of Rhines that shatter shields in this league it's impressive.
I mean, you know, shit happens.
It happens.
You can't help it sometimes. You just want to press Q and it's fun. Grab though, big grab, but a trance comes out. That's gonna keep that team alive. Sugary Panic good on the reaction there, but a big shatter that's gonna extend the damage.
All right.
UTech again?
Whipping it
Really?
out, dude. Oh my god. He does not give a fuck.
How the hell did he have that up again? I'm so
grab
confused.
plus like 2 Rhyme swings equals shatter nowadays.
Oh man.
Oh, that was yikers.
Oh man.
What
well,
I don't
hey.
understand is like why Thor didn't have his shield up and a grab. Is he just like, oh, we've got trance, we don't need anything else? Like,
It's absolute mind games. As a shatter comes out of Thor, he does find a couple people, but no. Alright, take that back. UTech and Dano do die here. And this is gonna
Chromatic's
look like
still alive, stalling, but
yeah, Chromatic on the back line there, trying to just live, and he's doing a really good job of it. He's trying to run. He's not gonna live. He thinks he was, I guess. But the push continues. What is happening? This is clowny. Spam your clowns,
You had
Twitch.
3
We need
people
this.
who forgot about the Chromatic on cart, so it took him a minute to kill him. And then 3 aggros pushing up to... Oh, that's a big grab.
Massive grab into a Diva Bomb that's not going to find a soul. Slept Thor in the corner, and a trance comes out. A Sugary Panic again, keeping his team alive. This fight is going to look like a massive advantage to Body Pillow. And, and that's it. They're going to push all the way unless BSRK can keep contesting. Dano? Nah, brah. That's cap point.
So, definitely third point when they started running goats. BSRK, you know, first fight they run goats, you don't expect it. You can stay on Genji. But you're not going to get value out of a Blade in goats, really. Probably should have just swapped back Junkrat. But, meh. Live and learn.
I mean, his Genji's been looking pretty good.
I mean, hit and miss, you know? Like,
when it hits, I notice. When it misses, I don't.
sorta, yeah. His positioning is interesting, you know? Like, generally as Genji, you're like diving on squishies and you're putting like a lot of pressure with your tanks. Whereas BSRK, he just goes in the middle of like a goats comp and just hopes for the best. And sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know.
Well, I mean, when you have Captain and Honey Badger and No Wonder Coco on the team that's running goats, and you're diving into it and hoping for the best, and he's able to get out sometimes, I think that says something about his play. A 50-cent player, man. He is showing up.
He is definitely a candidate for a value player. Or most valuable. No. Best budget player? I forget what the awards are.
We'll figure it out at the end of the season, but
BSRK is gonna whip out the Pharah. Rookies who don't know No Wonder's pain. I wish I had that blissful ignorance. Anyway, they're running a bunker comp. I don't.
Yep, traditional comp out of Body Pillow right now. Just running that Bastion on defense every single time. Hasn't been working for him too well. UTech in the back line here. looking to break some people apart if he actually gets his hook soon.
These are like the most questionable immortality builds ever, and now like every single one I've seen has just been like, I don't know, man.
Well, I don't know, but the offense here, Totem Goat's looking pretty well, but there's a res coming out. Coco's gonna live. Yeah, that's a dead push.
Yeah, BSRK gets melted. Dano's still alive though, but they get the little robot boy.
Stalling himself, man. That's all he's doing. Stalling himself.
Dano's almost built up a trance though. That's a lot of Zen damage.
The payload has been stopped. We must get it moving.
Yeah, that is. Man, 97%. He's the top. Wow. First one to get
An
ult in
ult,
the
yeah,
game.
dude. Followed by No Wonder, you know. He's just orb volleying, you know.
Orbs for days here. Honey Badger, his shift is down, and UTech is on the high ground, messing up their day in the back line. There, he drops the proximity mines. Holy man!
Okay, that was a good immortality field. That right there, that was the immortality field that I needed to see.
It fell so fast though, and then the team, they're pushing. Thor getting down on the ground off of Big Earl's. Captain trying to stay alive and get other people on the team dead. Molten Coring in the far back there. Dano just trancing. Who's staying alive?
Well, Dano is dead. Now UTech is gonna die. Wonder's coming back as Tracer. God, the Tracer days.
Oh man, well UTech and Dano or Mighty Wolf versus the world. They run away.
That was just... it was just UTech and Wolf, the three of their team, you know? Why are he and Wolf just staying in there and committing? They should have just backed up just a little bit. They have spawn advantage. But instead UTech dies, then BSRK dies. Now you have... You know, it's starting to look like a reverse of, you know, when they were on offense or whatever. Or defense.
Yeah, it seems like he's really good at defending, maybe. I don't know.
Regenerating your cellular structure.
Both of them. All of them. All of them all. UTech in the back line has the shield from the Zarya. The grab.
That's a
does
big
find
grab.
3 of them. Immortality field comes out. Kill the Frisbee, you kill the players. But the Genji ult comes out after that. BSRK looking for death. Death. Finds Sugary Panic, looking for Kazuki, doesn't quite get her. Dies in the process. Captain is able to find him with a headshot. And that's a hold from Thrifty Senpai's body pillow as we have a minute in closing on this hold. Do you think the same thing's going to happen to body pillow that happened to Toast McGoats? 20 seconds left. They blow it.
I'm gonna say they're gonna blow. They're gonna get full held on first point. You know, they're coming up really quick on a Deadeye, and they just took out 2. No wonder. Bringing back Tracer plays, dude.
Yeah, that's blown. That's a dead
Second.
push. There's 30 seconds left on this. They have to wait for. They can't die.
They do
have to
take
wait
out
for the 2
Thor,
people to
though.
live.
That is pretty bad. I don't know. You know, that's the only person you have to contest this trip. No, they have Honey Badger. Never mind.
Yeah, UTech in backline drops some proximity mines. Big Girls is no longer a place to fight if you're on Thrifty Senpai's body pillow.
But they've taken out 3. This is done. This is done.
That's over. Thor just kind of. They're all dead to rights. Captain doesn't find anyone.
Captain actually pulled the trigger on the Deadeye into the reflecting Genji and didn't die.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I missed that one.
Rewatch that, because
Let them up.
I literally heard that shot when he had deflect up. I was like, Cap's dead. He's fucked. That's the type of, you know, Genji bit I was talking about, you know? Maybe he just pulled it early, but I didn't see his health bar drop at all. I don't know.
Who knows what happened. But we're looking at the play of the game here. Who's got it? Who's got it? Sugary Panic's got it.
Dude, these Zen plays of the game. DPS, step it up.
Yeah, buddy, rookie coming in. Another trance that's going to keep the whole entire team alive through a Genji blade.
Oh! Oh, no!
Absolutely crazy. Sugary Panic, a free player, getting play of the game, starting on Thrifty Senpai's body pillow. What a series.
Yeah, that was... I'm scared for this team, dude. Like, Thrifty Senpai's body pillow is looking strong, you know? And they're just going to keep getting more and more coordinated. And once Thor learns how to play Wrecking Ball to like a good degree, it's over, dude. I'm calling it. It's over.
Yeah, some unconventional comps out of that with Thor being the solo tank, triple DPS. Kazuki's got to get those frisbees down. I mean, granted, a 1 week old hero, you know.
That is very true.
But hey, y'all, that concludes our broadcast for the night. Tune in next week, same time, same place, for the games that would ensue then. And just to give you a sneak peek, it would be Body Pillow versus Pray and Spray, 50cc versus Fine Dining, Dakimakura Death Squad versus who you saw tonight, Totes Magoats. And hope to see you all then.
Sounds good.